Okay, I had this dream. Oh, this is from December 13th. God, 16 more days to go. I have to film the video, send the video to my iPad, upload the video, and then I have to go through my notes, my recordings, and then I have to thank God the iPhone can now transcribe audio. I have to take that and put it into a document and then tweak it so it makes sense, because I have to translate the visions I'm seeing. Okay, so from December 13th. I had a dream where I was thinking about giving Lindsey the gift, and I saw a mysterious figure of her. So it was and when I say dark, I don't mean evil, but it's think of a material made of stone that's ready to absorb light, and we absorb the light of God, and then you're able to see it. So as I pray for my gifts to activate, I will be more clear. When I went to heaven, it was eating light until my left eye was full. It was so weird. I was just gulp, 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 gulp. I felt a little bit intoxicated by the amount of heavenly visage I got to see. Whenever I think about that, it's wow. Okay. So I didn't see her, but I saw her silhouette, and she reached and she was in my spiritual headspace or spirit space, and she reached and grabbed it. I was I wonder if I should give Lindsey the gifts. I wonder if she'd like them, work with them, have a good nature towards Christ, if she can leave Mormonism behind, just because Christ and God are pivotal to the philosophy of Christ and God. And so she was poof, and she just grabbed him and then vanished. And I was oh, okay. Oh, I guess I don't have to worry about that. I guess she'd like to have the 9 gifts of the Holy Spirit. Okay, this one is weird. It has to do with Canada. It was me against... It shows up as my friend David, but I think it's the intellectual side of the mundane. So how if we had no spiritual kind of self, how we would see life and the world. And then my buddy Jeff, it was versus Canada. One thing was better, and I was but only by one. I think we were talking about whether or not Canada or America was better, which I think means we've brought Canada kind of out of its weird dark ages. Their leader, Justin Trudeau, was awful. And then Canada has death pods now. The medical industry, you can commit suicide if you're depressed using these death pods, where apparently you push a button, it counts down from 10. I have not double checked this. But I have been told it's 300 deaths a day, and being depressed. I was listening to somebody, an authority on the subject, and she said, every person that has jumped off the Golden Gate Bridge and survived has regretted jumping off the Golden Gate Bridge. And every person who was suicidal that was stopped by friends or family, 10 years later was always grateful that they were stopped by friends and family. And so the medical industry, I think, is the number one killer of people in Canada. It's doing 300 a day, and depression is not a good reason to let people, especially I always tell people, we don't have a mental health problem, we have a spiritual health problem. And when you flood your system with spiritual power and you realize how much of your life you can change through prayer, it works to change everything. And people are doing all these things that take away from your self-assertion. Everyone's having sex with multiple partners, and when we work in the way that God has created reality and spiritual reality, everything about us flourishes. But if we try to just do whatever we want, there's going to be consequences. If you have 100 cups of water and you throw them for a party and you start getting dehydrated and dying of thirst, that's your fault. And I would also kind of put some blame on your community for not reining you in. oh, it's been so weird being a Christian. You guys should like follow Jesus. It makes your life better. No, we're okay. All right. I'm going to start like drinking and having lots of partners and partying all the time. Okay, but like think about your future. I'm thinking about my future now. Okay. Oh man, I'm depressed. Yeah, well maybe you should come back to Jesus. No, I think just more party. Okay. Man, now I'm really depressed. Have you tried sleeping and eating food? Not like Hot Pockets? No, that's not it. Like my friend had high anxiety and she's like, Josh, what do you think's going on? I'm like, well, how many cups of coffee are you drinking a day? 2, 3. Okay. When was the last time you ate real food, not something that said healthy or like Hot Pocket? Been a while. When was the last time you got more than 6 hours of sleep? Been a while. When was the last time you got some exercise? Been a while. That's like 4 great things right there. And if you're not studying Christianity, are you at least reading on a philosophy that'll help you like emotionally interact with yourself? Or are you just like doing whatever you want? Been a while. Okay, in Christianity, we take 1 day off a week to just chill. That anchors us. That lets our soul know this 1 day in 7, we can just stop. You doing that? Been a while. Okay, well, that's a lot of things you're not doing. I've had anxiety once in my life because I asked God to show me what it was like. And I've only been depressed like 5. And I've never had a panic attack. I saw a demon try to give me a panic attack and I was like, what is this? Like, no. My ego is way too big to have a panic attack. I'm sorry. Canada. So I think Canada, because I heard a prophecy that America, Canada, and Mexico like rose up. So that has to be through Christianity, and then formed an alliance to like watch out for each other. And so I think we're going to start there and then spread Christianity out. Should be an amazing time. Took off something to the bathroom. I remember there was a swimming pool and I knew my car could drive over it. So I'm driving over the spiritual presence. And then I saw my parents, so like authority figures say like, oh, drive faster. And I was like, no, because this was December 13th. And this whole, like I've been waiting since August to see how this voice of God, Lindsey situation resolves. And I knew I knew I could easily burn out. I knew I could so easily burn out. So I'm like, you are going to soldier on. You're going to slow down, take every day as it comes, not freak out. You'll look at your dreams. You'll enjoy Christmas music. You'll do your podcast. You'll keep moving. And then we'll see what happens at the end. And so I knew that was a temptation to just lose my mind. Got a flash heels toll. Bus points between them in a school bus. I don't know, tour bus maybe? I don't know. That one was a quick flash of a dream. Sometimes I'll fall asleep for a second and get like a quick piece of info. But that is December 13th. Love you guys.